Hey, hello. Your second trial with Wolf Gorda, a few minutes riffing on IT and IT security. Today, looking at the multi-million-dollar caper where multi-factor authentication was broken because they attacked the weakest link. There's a investor, Michael Turpin. He's suing AT&T right now. The reason he's suing AT&T is because he had multi-factor set up on his account. That multi-factor was protecting millions, I think around 23 million, millions in cryptocurrency, and the attackers were able to breach it. I'm going to tell you how in just a minute, but needless to say, Michael Turpin lost a whole bunch of money. I was coming after you, AT&T. Tip for you is that your control is only as effective as the person who executes on that control. So by that I mean, if I've got logging and monitoring, it's only as good as the person who actually responds. If I got multi-factor authentication, it's only as good as the person who controls that control. And in the case of traditional text-based multi-factor authentication, where they text you SMS messages, what that means is that the person who controls your phone network, looking at you again, AT&T, the person who controls your phone network has the ability to circumvent that control. And that's what happened in this particular case. On multiple occasions, the criminals had the guy's phone number, went to an AT&T representative, pretended to be the guy, and had them assign that phone number to a new SIM card. So you guys all probably know these SIM cards are within each phone. It's the SIM card that uniquely identifies that phone to the cellular network. And that unique identifier is what allows the phone system to log in, plus the phone number, to that network and then thereby communicate over it, including things such as text messages. So if you knew my phone number and you went, I am Wolfgang Gorlick and my phone number is 24, no, I'm not telling you my phone number, and went to AT&T and said, please reset my phone, I lost my SIM card, lost my phone, they could do that for you if they had the right identification. In this case, of course, they didn't have the right identification. It was social engineering performed at people at AT&T stores that allowed that SIM card to be given to the attacker, and thereby, when they went to log in, they got the multi-factor alert onto the phone and were able to jump past that control. It's fascinating because you think about controls as being something that just is. But the human element, even though we only ever talk about, it drives me nuts, we only ever talk about the human element like don't click stuff or stop phishing. But the human element on every level is actually executing on that control. And if you can't trust the people executing on the control, can you really trust the control? Apparently not, if you're using multi-factor with SMS with AT&T. What about you? Got a good story about a control getting bypassed because of the people executing on it? Hit me up, comment, social media. Cheers.